America's best-selling e-bike just got a serious upgrade. And the Lectric XP4 might be Lectric's most impressive release up to date. I mean, the bike got a whole frame overhaul. They slapped bigger rotors. They gave us a color display that looks so premium. They added a torque sensor and many other things. I just took it for its first ride and it seriously impressed me. And best of all, guys, you get all of this for the same $9.99 price as before. So today are my first impressions of the Lectric XP4 as it just came out of the box. I'm going to be talking about fit, comfort, power delivery, some of the upgrades I got from the 3.0. We're gonna do a brake test to check the bigger rotors that already feel so impressive. And this bike comes in class 2. Like all of Lectric's bikes comes at a class 2, and it's super easy to unlock it to class 3, class 1, and even like California class 2. So now you have 4 in the display to make it super easy. Also, we're gonna take it to some mountain paths and check its off-roading capabilities. And I'll just give you as much information as possible as I prepare for the full review. But before we dive into this very exciting video, let's roll the intro. So this bike comes really well packaged. I like how Lectric uses all recycling materials on their packaging. So it came absolutely perfect out of the box, no scratches, no scuffs, no nothing. And I do like that they deliver using UPS. I feel like UPS is safer with packages than FedEx. So yeah, Lectric just has really good partners for everything. For shipping containers, for their parts, everything. That's why they can also get some killer prices. All right, so it was super easy to assemble, guys. And I mean, Lectric says, you know, like they do the building of the bikes and we don't have to worry about that. So that's why they come like 95% assembled. The only thing you have to do is put the handlebars on the bike, put the pedals on, put the saddle, and that's it. So yeah, super easy. Like it took longer to take it out of the box than to finish assembling it. Very convenient, very nice. And now let's talk about first riding impressions. So I used to have the XP 3.0. Of course, I did a lot of videos with that. You can go check them out if you want. But the first thing that I'm noticing is the stem. Okay, so now the stem, they call it a 0-degree stem. So what that means is that the stem is aligned with the forks, because that was like the biggest complaint that they had in previous models, was that the stem was pointing the other way. And then of course, especially for shorter riders with shorter arms, they would have to be like really out here with that stem. So now Lectric always listens. They brought it up close so shorter riders won't have that issue anymore. And I do have to say, as a tall rider myself, I'm 5'11", very long legs and arms. Ooh, nice turning there. I do prefer the other stem because now my reach feels too close to me. I liked it more when I had more room here for my arms. But, right, sometimes, I mean, you can't just accommodate everyone, right? But the nice thing is that you do have this very adjustable handlebars. They can go up or down. So I have them almost at its lowest position. And it's super comfortable, I mean, upright riding position. And then the other thing, this bike came with their huge plush saddle. I put a picture on top. It feels like a couch. It's so comfortable. This is my first time trying one of Lectric's like big saddles. Like, look, Angel, show them the saddle, asiento. It is massive. You know, and I do have to say, it is definitely more comfortable to sit on than like the regular Lectric saddles. I don't think are as comfortable, but the other saddle is better for pedaling. This one is almost like too wide for like, I mean, for me as with a cyclist background, it does rub a little bit in between my thighs when I'm pedaling. But you know what? I'll trade for the comfort that I get. And then you can go for longer rides. And then it also, they send me the suspension seat post, woo, which definitely helps. I mean, this whole setup feels super comfortable. And then let's check out the front suspension. Oh yeah, I mean, Lectric has everything dialed in. That feels really good. It doesn't have a lot of travel, but more than enough for the places where you're gonna be mostly riding this bike on, which is on the pavement. The grips, ergonomic, very nice and soft, locked in. Always like to see that. Oh my gosh, guys. Let's talk about the shifting. So now they also upgraded from their Shimano Mickey Mouse shifter, that really ugly one that most e-bike brands slap on the bikes. It works well, but it just looks so ugly. So now it feels a lot more premium up here with the trigger shifters. Shifting is so crisp, so fast, so accurate. I'm shifting as we speak. So I'm on gear 5, gear 3, gear 2. Now let's go up. Yeah, I mean, with the other one, with a Mickey Mouse shifter, you could be shifting like 2 gears at a time. This one you can only do 1 at a time, but that is not an issue. I mean, feels really, really, really good. And then, oh, also, so Lectric used to have right twist throttles, and now they switched it to a left thumb throttle, and that is because of the SIS shifter. I mean, it would not have given you enough space to have a right throttle, so that's why they moved it to the left. My preference is always twist throttles on the right, but I mean, to get like the better components here seems like a good compromise, I think. Now guys, the brakes. Oh my God. The brakes are so impressive, and it is just such a pleasure that, the brakes are perfectly calibrated right out of the box. You can tell they're using higher end pads too. There is absolutely no rubbing, no squeaking, no nothing. I mean, they feel like they are all bed in already. But of course, with time, they will get even better. So as you use them, as you wear down the pad a little bit. And now they're using Star Union 602 brakes. Never heard of this brand. The little bit that I've been braking, they are excellent. I can definitely tell the difference from the upgrade of brakes plus the thicker brake rotors. You can tell a difference. So safety, 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 guys. I don't know why, but a lot of companies, especially in this price range, one of the things they cheap out on are brakes. And like brakes, tires, but Lectric does not compromise on safety. So very good. You know too, okay, honestly, I've said in some of my videos, like some folding fat tire e-bikes, they feel a little funny to ride, like a little, what's the word that I'm looking for? I mean, they feel like you're riding a folding bike. This one feels like you're riding a full framed bike, like a full non-folding bike. It is just so solid, guys. It's so stable. Nothing rattles, nothing shakes. I mean, I have to be honest, I've been riding the eBike Mars 2.0. I'm affiliated with both brands. And you know, the eBike Mars goes for, right now they have an awesome sale with my code. You can get it for $1,000. So same price. Well, this one, if you get it with a bigger battery, this one's more expensive, but let me tell you about it. Just the difference in the two. I mean, this bike feels way more premium. This bike just feels more premium than any other e-bikes in its class. I mean, I have no idea how Lectric can get it to such insane prices. All right, so let me tell you, so now another thing that Lectric did is, so the price remains the same for the same size battery as before, which is a 10.4 ampere hours, $9.99. But now they also offer a 17.5 ampere hour battery, and then that one you're looking at $300, so $12.99, which is really good for a way bigger battery, right? There are more color options too, step overs, step throughs, and what else? Oh, also the motors. So now too, and that's the other difference too. So you can get the 500 watt motor with a 10.4 ampere hour battery, peaks much higher, of course, for $9.99, or you can get the like this one, 750 watt motor with a 17.5 ampere hour battery. And I love that now you have these two options for people that need or want more power, need or want more range. I mean, 17.5 ampere hour in this price range is really, really, really good, guys. So, all right, now we're gonna do a little brake test. Whoop. All right, guys, this is a brake test. Our first brake test with this bike, 1920 and brake. Oh my gosh, guys, excellent stopping power. That was so satisfying. There was absolutely no pulsating, no rubbing, no nothing. It was so smooth. I can definitely tell the difference with the brakes from the previous version. Let me show you the rotor, guys. So they increased the thickness of it. Look how thick that is. And they kept the 180 millimeter rotors, both front and back, but they also upgraded to the Star Union's 602. Wow, I barely had to pull on those brake levers. I mean, excellent. All right, guys, I had to stop to give you a closer look of this gorgeous little bike. So now they gave us a hydroformed frame. So that means that the sides are rounded, the edges are rounded. You know, before in the XP 3.0, they were like, it was like more boxy, it was like very square. And I just think the whole bike looks like a completely different bike. It's so much better. I felt like the 3.0 and before were like lacking on the aesthetic department, but now this bike looks so nice. I mean, it looks premium, and it looks like a completely different bike in my opinion. Now they also give us a handle here for easy carrying when folded. The paint, it's so nice and so smooth. All brand new colors. As you can see, this is a Sky Foam blue. Blue is my favorite color. And Lectric was so kind to send us the lock here. And it's nice that the frame has buzzes underneath, so you can use this for accessories like the lock, leaving the top ones free for a water cage bottle. Love to see that. Since we're down here too, let me show you the new pedals. They also have them in their XP. They're awesome. All you have to do is they're detachable. You just pull here and then the pedal comes out. I mean, how cool is that? They're metal, they're big, they're grippy. Big upgrade right there. And then you just do the same to put them back on. How cool is that, guys? Now, also Lectric sent us the premium big saddle. I mean, this thing is huge. It's like a couch, and it has these big springs underneath, paired with a suspension seat post. It makes for a very comfortable ride, I have to say. Now, this also, the rear rack is also newly engineered. I think it looks so cool. It also looks premium in my opinion. Let me show you something else right here, guys. So they also upgraded from the Tourney to an Altus, and the shifting is amazing. Very nice, protected with your derailleur guard, very important. Look at this massive chain ring, guys. 56 tooth. Forget about ghost pedaling with this bike. The other thing that Lectric gave us is the big light here. You know, I like that Lectric keeps that bike look. Some of these folding bikes are starting to use those like big motorcycle lights that they use in moped style e-bikes. I think this looks a lot better, and it's really bright for a bike like this. Guys, now let me just show you a little bit of the cockpit here. I just want to show you the display. It is beautiful. I mean, so visible in daylight, and you have all this functionality that is like so easy to use. Let me see. So instead of, let's go to the PSIs. I just want to show you this very fast. In my full review, I'll show you everything. But so you hit the plus and minus, and then yeah, you get here, and then you can see all of your functions here. So forget about trying to guess, oh, what does PAS1 means? What does the P settings, I'm sorry, P1, P2, P3, blah, blah, blah. Now it's all explained, right? So what would be P1 is now it says what it is, screen brightness. No more guessing, guys. You don't need any more manuals here. Sleep mode, distance units, tire size. Oh, and let me show you how to change. So you go down from sleep to distance units, tire size. Don't move any of that, but we'll go in depth next time. Bike classification, okay, so that's the only thing I've changed. You go in there and see, Lectric sends it as a class 2. You just go down, class 3, and what I was telling you, a California class 3. So nice. That's it, class 3, and then you press the plus and the minus so that you can go back to your main screen. Done. Beautiful, guys. All right, guys, so we're on our way to the rugged trails, to the mountain bike trails. But I wanted to talk about pedal assist. So this is the other thing that has changed. So before it was pedal assist 1 up to pedal assist 5, but now you have Echo, which is the one I'm going on right now. It's like 12 miles an hour. Then you go up to Tour. Doesn't feel much difference between the two. 13 miles an hour. Then you go to Sport. Okay. I have to pedal a little harder here. So the torque sensor engages and gives me that power feedback back, 16 miles an hour. Then it goes up to Sport Plus. I think I like it better than the 5 pedal assist levels. 18 miles an hour, easy. And then you go up to Turbo. Woo! So yeah, so with Turbo, I'm not gonna get to class 3 speeds right now because we're on the bike path, but the screen gets all red and awesome. But oh my gosh, guys, this torque sensor feels so good. So before Lectric had a cadence sensor with a PWR, power wattage regulation, which did feel close to a torque sensor, but not quite. Now this is a true torque sensor. The other thing that Lectric does is, this is a special torque sensor, guys. It's not just any torque sensor. Ooh, going up on a bridge. Special one, because with some torque sensors, you have to work really hard, especially to reach the higher levels of speed. But with this one, you can get to the higher speed levels, higher miles per hour without less effort. So Lectric likes to make it a little easier on you and just more enjoyable. So super smooth ride, guys. I'm in the Bunny Hill section here, and this is the steepest incline I could find close to the house. Turbo mode, 20% incline. No problem, 14 miles an hour, 12, 11, 9 miles an hour at the steepest part. guys, that was awesome. It had no problem going up. Absolutely, you can do any hill on this bike. And then, as you saw, I did some of the little bunny hops here. And I feel so safe because this bike is so well put together, so solid, so stable. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. This little bike can take it. So, is the Lectric XP4 worth the hype? Absolutely yes. For $9.99, you're getting an e-bike that feels like it should cost a whole lot more. The power delivery from the new torque sensor is smooth and refined. No jerky takeoffs, no lag, just a dialed-in ride that feels premium from the first push of the pedals. The comfort is fantastic, braking, super responsive, hill climbing, no sweat. And it actually rides like a full-size bike, not a budget folder. I'm also loving the new color options and the upgraded display. Lectric really listened and stepped it up big time. Now, if I had to nitpick, and you know I always do, that new 0-degree stem might not be for everyone. As a taller rider at 5'11" with long arms, I did feel a little cramped up front, especially on longer rides. My upper arms were getting sore after a bit, so just something to be aware of if you're on the taller side like me. Also, what's a little disconcerting is that Lectric doesn't put belts on their bikes, which is just surprising to me. I mean, you can always say, like coming on your left or whatever, but it's always nice. I mean, it's funny because I did need the bell on riding on the bike path, but I didn't. So yeah, I mean, you can always buy it separately, like they're so cheap, but yeah, it's just funny that it doesn't come with. But overall, this thing punches way above its price point. It's not just good for the money, it's just plain good. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because my full review and range test are coming very soon. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked, please give me a like. I will see you on the next ride. And always remember, whatever you're doing, happy riding. Stay safe.